How's it going, guys? I'm waiting for the ad to start. There we go. If not himself, then he has not. Oh. Is that so? A little dog? A little doggy? Oh. You're going to hear me again because I'm listening to my YouTube thing to make sure it's good. Is that so? All right, cool. Sorry about that. Elgato. Elgato. I love Elgato. They make great streaming products. Send you a picture. I'll take a look here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hello, and welcome. Hello, and welcome to the stream. A stream of which I'm doing for you. It's a stream for you from me. It's a from me to you kind of thing. How's it going, guys? All right. I got multi-streaming back up and running, so we're also live on YouTube right now. That is, for anyone that wants to support the stream, it's a little more laggy. There's no chat over there. When I say laggy, I mean it's not in real time as much as Twitch is right now. Doing that so that way, basically, here's the trade-off. If you want to watch on YouTube, you can help me get watch time on the YouTube channel to get eventually YouTube partner. And then if you want higher quality, it should be in 1440p at a higher bit rate, which means it should be higher quality overall. There's no music on that stream, so then you can listen to whatever music you want to. And then you've got the live rewind DVR feature, so you can pause it, rewind it, fast forward, whatever you want to do over there. But if you want to talk and chat, you want to interact with me, Twitch is the place to do it. So, yeah. But welcome in, everyone. We're going to be hopping into Blueprints again here in just a second. Play a little more of that. It's true. So we're going to do that here. Hold on just a second. I'm cleaning my glasses a little bit because they're always so smudgy. And then I've got D&D in a couple hours, so this stream's not going to be super long. My last couple weeks of work have been excruciatingly long. So I decided to not stream yesterday and just do my own thing for the whole day. Watched a lot of Dr. Stone with Sarah. Talked to my editor a little bit, stuff like that. But yeah, I needed a break. I've worked about 90 hours last 2 weeks combined. Manager stuff, lots of stressful stuff for those 2 weeks with Boost Week and stuff. And then our like operations assessment was there and all that. And it's my first couple weeks as manager and all that too. So adjusting all that. Anyway, just been very mentally exhausted. So I took yesterday off everything and just relaxed for the most part. I still talk to my editor about stuff, so not completely off the hook, but yeah. And then I've got D&D tonight. I'm going to be recording some stuff for the Corecraft video, so that way we can get more of the Corecraft episode done and on, whatever. But I'm very excited about that. Also, my smartwatch is working now, and I got some cool stuff on here. It's an Android smartwatch, so I can do cool stuff on it. Like I can turn off my nightstand light directly from here. I can turn on and off lights like that directly from here. Turn that light off. Is there a huge point to it? No. But it's cool. Dead for like 4 months. Yeah, my other one broke, so I finally got a new one. I got the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, and I got it for it's the LTE version, so I could put a phone plan on it. But I got it for really cheap. I got it for $100 because it was it's like a renewed one or whatever. But it's basically in perfect condition. So I essentially got like a 60% discount on like a brand new Galaxy Watch. So I'm pretty happy about it. And my old watch band fits on it and everything. So cool. I got the big one with the nice battery and all that. But yeah. Anyway, we're going to hop into blueprints. Stop bragging about my damn watch. And how hard I work. How I'm such a hard, awesome worker. But yeah. Schultz, welcome in. Blurry, hello. Din, hello. Grobly, how you doing? Marty, Sarah, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm excited to play more of this game. I really like this game. Also don't know if I told you guys, but my new 1 rep max for barbell is 36 pounds, and I'm doing 6 to 8 reps of 30 pounds now. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm getting so big and strong for everybody. Gotta take off my jacket, do my obligatory first 20 minutes of the stream flex real quick. Hold on, I forgot to flex on you guys again. You know Zach's gotta flex, show off his gains. Doing all right. I've lost some fat, which is good. So my arms actually kind of look a little bit smaller, but they're actually but I swear they're actually bigger, dude. I swear. I promise they're actually big. The cool thing about the Galaxy Watch, I said I was done flexing, but there's one more cool thing I like about it. It's got a body composition measuring thing, so I can see like what my body fat percentage is and stuff like that through it, which is really cool. I'm at 15% body fat. I have 80 pounds of skeletal muscle. It's sick. It's pretty cool. Open your stream, you're flexing. Okay, dude. I literally said I got to do my obligatory Zach first 20 minutes of stream flex. Like, I had to. I got to do it. You look good, mate. Thank you. But yeah, biceps going good. Everything else, I don't care. Don't do it. Doesn't matter to me. Not one bit. I'll eventually get to everything else, but for right now, I just don't care that much. Biceps are easy to work out. So, and you know what? They're the best vanity muscle because they're the one that everyone sees. It's also the one that I need to actually pick shit up. So, yeah, that's the main reason. But anyway, get into gaming. Chance, I know I never tell you this, but I love you, and I hope you're doing well. And to everyone else, I don't know you like that. Chill on me, homie. The Tomb. Okay, last time I tried to play, the Tomb was glitched out. I hope it's not glitched out again. All right, we're good. The last time I came down into the tomb, I wanted to play off stream for like a moment, and I literally had to force quit the game because the tomb just didn't render. Did you just become lucid? You're the sweetest, and I cherish every moment we talk. What do you mean, did I just become lucid? What do you mean by that? Explain. I don't know what the word lucid means. All right. I don't remember the order of these things, but I think it's hoe, paddle, it was hoe, paddle, brush, broom, whip. Was it hoe, paddle, brush, broom, whip? Oh, where's fork in the equation? Fork, brush, broom, whip, scepter. Is that the order? Oh, it's already open. I only have to do it once. Never mind. Angel wearing a baseball cap? Something like that, yeah. I think so. You know what? I think so. All right, reservoir. Oh, wait. Hold on. What does that do? What'd that even do, though? Oh. Yo, this game crazy. Imagine for a second. You're a 13-year-old child. Your uncle dies. He's like, you can have my mansion. But my mansion is haunted and all the rooms change every single day, and you're not allowed to live inside of the mansion until you solve my riddles 3. And while you're solving the riddles 3, you find a haunted catacombs, and you're like, Just a quirky little puzzle moment. Just a little Lemony Snicket's unfortunate events type deal. Nothing too crazy. Glad to see you playing this again. This is an amazing puzzle game. I haven't played it since last stream, so don't worry. If you guys have been following along with my playthrough, you haven't missed anything yet. And if you haven't seen all the streams, then actually you have missed things. But all of the VODs are available on the VODs channel. You can do !VODs or go to ble.nz/VODs. I hope that's the link I set up. That would be make the most sense for it to be the link I set up. And then there's also another little thing. I've been streaming all of the Blue Prince streams on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube right now in 1440p at 24 megabits per second, so very high quality if you want to watch there as well. You can help us get some watch time for the YouTube stream, but more importantly, you can rewind, pause, whatever. You just can't chat, so chat is exclusively here on Twitch. For now, I'm thinking about opening up YouTube chat down the line, but I'm not too sure yet. Game sounds loud for me. Turn that down a little bit. And then the other big, awesome, cool thing about YouTube, about the YouTubing, is that on my YouTube channel, !YT, or ble.nz/YT, or youtube.com/@ZACKKO. You could just watch the VODs in the live tab there if you want to watch those. But yeah, help with the YouTube watch time. I appreciate that very much. I'm also live on YouTube, restreaming this stream 14 different times. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, more reach for me, more chances to hit the algorithm, am I right? Hey, you know what I should do? I feel like I should not just multi-stream to YouTube one time. I should multi-stream to YouTube 10 times. The more streams I have, the more chances I have for it to hit. And I could give all of them a different thumbnail and title, but then the content is the same. And so then I could A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K test what thumbnails and titles work best for my streams. And even though they're all the same stream, it's not, I know that the content isn't what gets them in the door. So I could test, the marketing of the stream and hit that algorithm multiple times, get more chances to hit the algorithm. J-test is the best. And that's what I've been saying, frankly. Frankly, I've been saying that. You guys know I've been saying that. 2 extra items if drafted. Did you go into a good room? I'll go storeroom. Sure, it's a dead end, but I'd rather dead end at the beginning than later and get some gems. Because if I get some gems, then when I don't hit a dead end, the gems. Anyway, let's see what's behind door number 2. Alrighty, I'm gonna lay down because my battery's at 0 from shopping today. Ugh. Dude, you know what the best background noise is to fall asleep to? I'm not even kidding. This is what I always fall asleep to. I pull up a YouTube stream. and then I just pass out. No, you were right. No, you were actually so right. Car keys. I found the car keys. Okay, we got to get to the garage. I got to take that puppy for a spin. VOD playlist on repeat. That's true. Many people are saying it. Do I want a dead end into the mailroom for my package? I don't think so. I think I'd rather go to the den or the nook. Let's go to the nook. I mean the den. I meant to go to the den. I clicked den. I meant to go to the den. I said the wrong thing. Don't worry about it. I'm not taking a nap. I'm just laying down. But I'm leaving you a tab open because I am your number 2 fan behind Sarah. Let's go. This is big if true. Adjoined. Items for sale. I don't want to waste my gems trying to buy items right now. It's not what I'm about. It's not what I'm about doing. Brass compass and a lockpick kit? Hey, yo, that's pretty sick. Wait, what does the compass do again? I gotta double read that. This is the correct thing to say because everyone knows I'm number 1 fan. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Oh, okay, that's huge, actually. That's big. Man, I should have opened this place sooner, huh? I forgot what the code to the computer was. It was, poopy butthole, something like that. I think it was. Sugoides? No, stupid. That's not it. Drafting studio. I don't think I've been to this room yet, actually. I'm gonna do that one just because I want to unlock a new room, see what it's all about. Broken lever. It's kind of sick. The Great Hall partitioning plan for November 26th. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize each room has its own amount of possible. It has a possibility of getting multiple items. I knew you could get extra items in the rooms, but I didn't realize that each one had like a different rarity for extra items. That's cool. Associated resource vexation. What does that mean? Explain what that means. Synergies. Tomato soup. What? Skilled players? Huh? There's names for the goddesses or whatever. Red room, bedroom. May on rare occasions notice some floor plans. Huh. That's cool. Some of that information is useful for me. Pine, pin, E. That's right, I gotta remember what those things are. Oh, potential new floor plans. In the drafting studio, you'll be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. That's cool. Okay. Potential new floor plans. Tomorrow you will start with 1 key for each clock room you draft today. Vestibule. Whenever you enter vestibule, 3 of the doors in this room unlock and the 4th one becomes locked. That's interesting. Solarium, you are more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. Solarium sounds cool. Vestibule sounds very useful. Ooh, they both sound so good and useful, but one's a dead end and one gives me more. I'm going to go vestibule for now, I think. Drafting cost is 2. Wait. Oh, that's important to think about. Floor-sitting room surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. Room is ideal for tea in the afternoons or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. Okay, that solarium sounds kind of sick, though. The fourth one becomes locked is really interesting. That means, like, I guess that means the door that I come through could become locked, right? And that could be problematic. You could get stuck if you don't have a key when opening it. I'm just going to go solarium for now. Might be dumb, but we're just going to do that for now. Also, let's check on what we have in our room directory. Studio additions. Okay, so these are rooms that aren't a part of the normal rooms at all. They're just extra stuff. That's cool. And I still have some more rooms that I need to find. I think I need more gems. We're going to go parlor. Try and get more gems. See if I can solve this puzzle again. There is only one true statement. The gems are in a box with a false statement. There are two true statements. Well, shit. So I either just have to figure out which one of these is true. I'm trying to remember last time I was playing. I think a lot of times there were either two true or two false. I don't think that it was always one or the other. This one tells me where the gems are, which is important. I would hope that this one is true. This one, it literally just can't be in this one. Does your notebook have the rules for this puzzle game? I think it's over here, right? Anyway. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which will display only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. So, in terms of the rules, the way they're explicitly laid out, there's no guarantee that the third box is either true or false. It could be either one. But here's something I can say. The gems are in a box with a false statement. This cannot be false. Because, or can it? Hold on. Wait, I was thinking that this is a paradox, but hold on. Let me think about it for a second. The gems are in a box with a false statement. So, let's say the gems are in this box. Then that would mean it's true that they're in a box with a false statement. But it would also mean it's false. Because it would have to be false for it to be true that they're in this box. So they just cannot be in this box, otherwise it's a paradox, right? So this is neither true nor false for right now, but the gems cannot be in this box regardless. So then the next thing to figure out is there are two true statements or there is only one true statement. That being said, the fact that this says there can only be one true statement, if that's true, then this is the only true statement, which means that this is false. And if this is false, the gems are in a box with a false statement, and the gems were in here, then it would be true. So that would be two trues. This would still be a paradox. Still can't be in here, regardless. So let's say this is true. Let's say this is false. So the gems are in a box with a true statement. And then let's say there are two true statements. Let's say that's false. If that's the case, then they would be in this box. Because if this is false, that the gems are in a box with a false statement, then it actually means the gems are in a box with a true statement. And if there's only one true statement, then this is the true statement box, which means that the gems are in here. If this one's true, there are two true statements. Again, this one still just cannot be true. It has to be false. But then that would make this one true and this one true. And then the gems could be in either one of the boxes, which is a problem because the rules state that the gems will only ever be in one box. If that's true, then that has to be false because the puzzle can't be set up in a way where the gems could be in either box, which means they have to be in this box. Jeez, it's like my brain is just super massive, like a black hole. I just absorb information. All right. Next up. This breaks my brain, and that's the point. And that right there is the point. We're going to go chapel, so that way I can keep moving forward. Dropping some logic bombs on us. That's right. I'll be dropping bombs. Okay, I think I want to go down here real quick just to double check, because I don't remember what's down here. So let's check down here real quick. I think if this is connected... Oh, I need a key card. That's right. That's the problem with down here is I need a key card. Elevator call button is locked by electronic key card. Oh, wait, no. Basement door is locked. Key does not fit. I need a special key for the basement. That's what it is. Tub. Bat. Bat, bath. H. 2 Zacho YT windows and a Twitch window open. Hey, yo. Let's go. 2 Zacho YT windows, though. What do we got? What are we doubling up on? We're double Zachoing. VODs and live. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Appreciate that. Okay, we spend more money coming through here. It's fine. And footsteps, but whatever. Okay, corridor. I think the answer is corridor over spare room, right? Could go commissary. Potentially get items. We waste a gem. We don't have a lot of money. I feel like we go corridor, try and go north as much as possible right now. Look for extra items if we can. Pod. Cast. Sorry. P. Tip. Mountain. Rock. He's in a pod. Ball. Balls. Round. Spheres. Mountain. Tip. 3. Split. Open. Point. What up, CJ? Yo. Pod. Pod. Pint. Tip. Point. What's the word? Vibing? How about you? I'm vibing. I'm straight up vibing right now. It's true. What's the word? Elevation? No. Summit. Peak. Yes. Peak or summit. Those were the words I was looking for. Yeah. Peak. Split. Peak. P. Yeah. K. Okay. It's K. Because that's P and that's peak. So it's A. A is the... No, I mean K. K is the difference. That's right. What up, Doug? Always good to have Doug in the chat. Bro, 6 years and 4 months is insane, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm old and the stream is old. Okay, indoor nursery with dead end. Us pantry is honestly the only way we can go. I do have tomb, so I would get 4 rerolls, but what would I be rerolling at this point? I have all dead ends right now, right? So we gotta go pantry. First stream on the new TV. Let's go. Get 5 steps. And what's next? Oh, man. Okay, we have to go spare room, right? There's no other choice. I would like to do the solarium, but we have no choice right now. All right, sand and S. S is the letter. I think hallway is the way to go here. Stage. What is this? Lavender? I don't know what type of plant that is. Maybe it's just plant? Play? Plant? No. Plant? Plan? Play? We'll come back to that. Utility closet might be goated here. Boudoir might also be goated. I get 2 rerolls. I think that's the one I'm going with, actually. Getting rerolls would be highly useful right now, considering how few exits I have. And then we can do this one. Get ourselves an extra gem. Street. Fishing rod road A. That's right. Okay. Coat check. I could get the key card. But is the key card important right now? Because like I can use the key card in that basement area, but I think it just calls the elevator that I came down in the first place, right? So I don't need the key card as far as I'm concerned right now. Like there's no point. It would just be a waste. The rumpus room would be spending 1 gem for 8 coins. That could be useful. 1 gem for 8 coins, because one thing is I can use the fortune teller machine in there, and with those coins I could potentially buy items I need later, so I think we'll do that one. Like even though it dead ends, we can still do Alzara, get the extra coins. Clock lock C. It's an interesting light. Well, where are all of the coins I was promised? I was promised 8 coins. I don't see 8 coins. Where are my 8 coins? Oh, what the heck? Hello? What am I missing? Where are the 8 coins I was promised? Oh, there they are. Don't worry about me, guys. Lore time. Time for lore.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
I do.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
I mean, if you want. I could use some useful information right now.
Yes,
I wouldn't mind.
the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway.
Photo room into nursery.
Silent footsteps in the hallway.
Hatman.
An unlatched gate you did not open.
Is the gate finally unlatched? That'd be nice.
Item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar.
Creepy.
A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid.
I'm not afraid. I swear.
What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I have nothing more to say.
Yeah, I was being watched from over here. Creepy. But to be fair, it wouldn't be a dead end if it was a, you know. So I don't know. I don't know if that depends on it being a dead end or not, but maybe, maybe not. Anyway, in theory, there's an unlatched gate now, maybe, I think. It's possible. So I should definitely go check on that gate outside a little later, just in case. Use my lockpick kit. The Nook commissary. I think the commissary is where I want to go because I want to try and get to the garage, which I think is always right there. Lockpick kit. Okay. Oh wait, no, I'm not as. Oh holy crap, I'm farther away than I thought I was. Okay, we need the courtyard here then, right? Yeah, we'll go courtyard there. Going well. I got you on the TV, my Xbox, my phone, one on each screen of my PC. Let us go. Then I'm gonna get the shovel and a sleeping mask. These are very useful items. What does the salt shaker do again? I guess I'll just buy it. Who cares? Whenever you eat food, gain extra. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Whatever. Okay, shovel is good. Let me get some stuff here, hopefully. I know there were also some spots in the foundation to check, so I need to remember that. And then there's probably more in another area. And boom. Metal detector as well. That's great. Okay, I want to go this way. Don't seem to be able to pick this door's lock. That's fine. We'll use the key. Garage. That's where I wanted to go. And we have the gem. Perfect. Perfect. I'm so happy we got here. So happy we got to the garage right now. Don't think I opened the breaker room, unfortunately. So I will need to check on that. But I have the key. Which gives us a nice key here. And this battery. So I can make stuff. That's nice. Can I drive the car? I guess I can't. Drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk. Yeah, get back here before noon. Seen Sinclair's schedule. Okay. I'd like to be able to get in the car. Test tub. E. Okay. We need to turn on the power in order to open the garage. If I want to try and drive the car, I guess. If that's even possible, I don't know. This looks special, but I guess it's not. Alright, that's cool. Let's, yeah, we need to get a room with multiple doorways and then get the breaker box room from there. Like, we need to get the utility closet, but not on a dead end like this. That's what I need. So we're gonna redraw. Dining room. That might be it. And then this can eventually give us food as well, hopefully. Nook would be a dead end. I don't have a gem for the observatory. Let's see, can I get the utility closet? I cannot. I can get the library at least. So that's nice. What up, Cinder? Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. The third largest city in Fen Ares and site of its former capital, Reddington, is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. The Botanical Gardens. Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens is loved by both locals and visitors for its Adrian Canopy House and Mausoleum. I don't know what that word is. It's petal-covered trails, I'm assuming it's like a plant, and mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime is Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning, set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at Manway Station. Lex X Messerve, a specimen of holly unique to Reddington Mountains. Holly. Featherfall Keep. You will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son, Lionel Epson, left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historic house museum and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda Ares, when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all the beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fen Airy's premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens. Lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. Mount Holly. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give the mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded, whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Okay. So much lore. I'm not good at reading. For the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar, but don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, the unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station in a time when the realm's trains were still in service. Now, the turnstiles, footbridge, and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. Okay, interesting. So I'm here, Mount Holly. Am I able to go to these places? There's so much more to this game, if so. Paint. Plane. Okay. Down we go. Cinder, how you doing? Great Hall. It'll lead us more north. It can actually lead us everywhere, so I think that's worthwhile. But the conference room can also lead us in many directions. I think we'll go conference room. And then instead of going north, we should go here. Special keys. Garden key, I think, is what I want to do. Nope. Try the lockpick. That doesn't work either. So we'll use a normal key. Ooh, security's good. But we can't do it because we don't have the thing. Crap. Gymnasium seems worth it. We'll lose more steps, but at least we have more areas we can go from it. For now, we'll go back here and go this way. Drawing room. I don't have the gem, dude. That's crappy. I really need... Maybe the bedroom closet gives us gems. So, yeah. 1 gem. That's good at least. And a hammer for breaking locks. Surviving, and I'm sure you're happy things are finally warming up. Oh, yeah. I went for a little walk before stream today, actually. Not a big walk, but a little one. I only got 1,600 steps, but still. Okay. I think I'm going to go gymnasium, lose those 2 steps. Oh, if only I had security. Flan. That's Flan, right? Because if that's Flan and that's Fan, then L is the letter. I've got so many items right now. Look, it looks like I've got every item possible. If only I could have the ability to go through one of these doors right now. If I had gotten one of those other rooms earlier, or if I got my key card earlier, I could have. And if I had the gems earlier, then I could have gone security. The utility closet is what I need for the garage. There's no other way for me to get... Will this turn off the keycard readers? Can I turn off the keycard readers from this? I don't know. I can turn off the lights in the gymnasium at the very least. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Oh. I don't know what that bell sound is yet. Turn off the keycard entry system. We'll turn off the gymnasium lights. We'll turn on the garage. Forget how this works. It's okay. Oh. That's right? Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? I think it was supposed to be all purple, but I don't actually know what that does or why. So, I guess, I don't know. We shall see. Ooh, more money in the conference room. How does that keep happening? I'm getting rich. Getting rich in the conference room. Can I open these doors now? Not appear to be powered on. No. Okay. Crap. Didn't work the way I was hoping it would. That's okay. At least we can still go to the garage for now, which is useful. And we can get a Domino's pizza. Get those extra steps, which is definitely worthwhile. Definitely take that. Maybe we can get a key card from the Foundation, because we do have the shovel. So maybe there's something to that. Can't hop in the car, unfortunately. I wouldn't have. Nah, me neither. I always eat the whole thing. The Domino's boxes make jokes about how if you want leftover pizza, the secret is just to not eat all the pizza. And I'm like, okay, brother, that is not happening. Okay, I don't think we go back to the tomb, right? Actually, oh, that's why we were getting money in the conference room. Because each time I was drafting a dead end, it was putting $5 into the tomb, which was then going into the conference room. That makes sense. However, I think I was drafting dead ends before that, so there's probably more money in the tomb still. But do I want to go back to the tomb just yet? I don't think so. We're gonna wait on the tomb for now. Ooh, didn't lose any steps just yet. Toss a coin to my Witcher. Maybe this is the gate they were saying is open that I didn't open. That's possible. I was hoping they were talking about one of these gates, like this one. But it's not open, so I guess not. Unfortunate. I was hoping to get one of these gates open, but oh well. Probably had to buy two. You know, if Domino's wants to make more money, they should catch on to that. They should be like, if you want leftover pizza, buy a second one. increase sales that way. Big brain. What did this say again? She wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner Garth. I'm too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. That's right. The cloister. That it talks about not knowing how to get into the inside of the cloister, but it doesn't actually tell me how to do it. But it does say something about the lady. So maybe it's like you go to the tomb and then you do the thing and then whatever. Solve the breaker box puzzle. Sure. Yeah. Yes or no. This will suffice. No. Yeah, I didn't think so because there was no cue. There was no like sound effect or anything that played to tell me that I did. So. Still nothing down here. It sucks that like I'd made a lot of progress on this one. This was a really good day overall, but I dead-ended myself too many times. It's unfortunate. Close to getting that thing finished, which is good. Well, let's go to the foundation real quick. See if there's anything at all that I can do with that right now. Let's see. This is the one that they were talking about with the cloister thing. All right, let's go in here. I think, yeah, there was a couple dig spots. If I could get a key card from a dig spot, that would be crazy goated. But no, unfortunate. I'll double check down below, see if there was another one. Yeah, I gotta double check. I don't remember how to solve that puzzle. I forget which room it was that gave me the instructions on it, but it's fine. I know this isn't gonna work, but figure might as well try. Just because. Where was the puzzle thing? Was it in the lab, maybe? In one of those special rooms. Hold on, I'll double check my room history real quick. The solution was... Actually, I don't remember it being in any of these now. What? Which I swear it was in one of the rooms. Was it? Maybe it was the drafting, not the drafting studio, the drafting room. No. I don't remember. Interesting. And I don't think I saw any other dig spots in the whole house, which means I don't think I have another chance to get the key card at all. Which means I think that this is just a dead run now. I was hoping the gymnasium would allow me to get out. But it's double key carded, which is just actually insanely unfortunate. We could try and see... I think I bought everything at the commissary, though. I have a bunch of gold, but I don't think I can do anything at the commissary here. Because of that. Yeah, we bought everything here. Do you want to see? I have this sleeping mask. Maybe I can get a bunch of footsteps just for fun. Yeah. Is unfortunate though. And I don't think there's anything else I can do here. I don't have security, which is what I would need and what I would want to check more on, which I don't have the ability to get now. So I do think that this one is just donezoed. Unless I can get lucky and find a dig spot, but I don't think I will. So I don't think there's any other rooms that there even really could be dig spots in right now. Yeah, I just have one green room in the foundation. There could be dig spots. Alright, one more idea for dig spots. We'll go through the garage to save steps getting to the front. Oh, wait. Got myself turned around. Okay. If we go down into the tomb, there may be dig spots. Actually, I think there were dig spots that I saw down there somewhere. I don't know if you can get key cards from the dig spots, but I guess it's worth trying. Alright, check everywhere for dig spots. There's one. Looking for a key card. I'll also double check this because I don't remember if there was anything in there. I don't think so. Not that I figured out anyway. Okay, I'm not seeing any more dig spots right now. Just gotta keep our eyes peeled. Oh. Something nearby. Holy money. This is all that money I didn't pick up before from the dead ends. Okay. Dig spots in here. Nope. Don't see any. Alright. And let's check down here. Little arcade money. Yup. Unfortunately, I do think we are officially out of luck. What are my thoughts on GTA 6? I was never into GTA as a kid. Or at any point in my life. I have GTA 5. I bought GTA 5 when it came out on Steam, and then I never, ever, ever played it. And I wanted to try and get into it. Actually, let's just double check. How much time do I have in GTA 5? Enhanced Legacy. 10 hours total, so... I'm not a big GTA guy myself, but it seems exciting. I mean, the amount like maybe GTA 6 could be what gets me into GTA, so that seems cool. The graphics look really cool. I'm almost nervous about how good the graphics look on it. I'm not gonna lie. It almost seems too realistic to like be able to. Like, I don't know, games, I feel like in some sense, like the artistic style and direction of them is what allows you to like look where the game wants you to look, if that makes sense. Like using, colors and art styles to direct your attention. If it's too realistic, it almost feels like overwhelming. Like there's too much to look at. I don't know what to look at or what's important. So that makes me a little nervous about it, but it does look very cool. So yeah, I don't know. May this jester tell you the wise words of today. Yes, as long as it's not spoilers for this game. Releasing in 2027 anyway, so like we have time to be the RTX 9000. When you don't know, don't speak as if you do. If you don't know, simply don't speak. You are wise, jester. You are a wise jester. I agree with you. Do not speak on... What is it? What of it? There's a quote. There's a quote and it goes, "Don't speak on conjecture," or something like that. I think is what the saying was. But yeah, okay, it looks like we're dead-ended here, so our day is done, it would appear. We had a good run today. Learned some new things. Got so many items. I wish I would have been able to do something with them, but no key card means I can't do anything as far as I'm aware, unfortunately, but no, it's all right. We got one more thing we could try. I could try one more thing. I have one more idea, which is just to go into the utility closet and turn the lights back on for the gymnasium, but still have the key card things deactivated, and then maybe I can, like, if they have power, they can still be used. We'll see. I don't actually know if that's true or not, so I guess we'll see. Maybe if the key card system is activated but the power's out. I don't know. I think regardless, I still need the security room to make it work. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll go to the garage because that's the fastest way there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, the release date currently is pushed back 2026, but we'll see. You know. Based on all the screenshots, though, I mean, it looks like they got a lot of good stuff done. But, I mean, those could just be renders. Like, they may not just even be, like, actual game screenshots. They could just be renders. So, who knows? GTA 6 for PC is not coming out the same day as the consoles. Yeah, I think they did that for GTA 5 as well, though, didn't they? Turn the keycard entry system on, but then turn the lights off. See if that does anything. And then next up is... well, we'll see. And Red Dead 2. Yeah. Learn from Cyberpunk and let it take as long as it needs to be done. That is the big thing. People were so, like, rushy on... yeah, no. Okay, it just doesn't work. It's game over today. People kept rushing Cyberpunk, and so then it came out unfinished, which is definitely unfortunate. How many people played GTA 5 on PC? They would launch them all together? Nope. No, because if they launch it on console first... okay. There's multiple reasons. But if we wanted to speculate, we could say it's because if they launch it on console first, people will buy it for console, and then when it comes out on PC, they will buy it again on PC, so they can trick a decent chunk of people into buying it twice. The real reason, generally, is because they have exclusivity deals with, like, Microsoft and stuff. Okay, we go out first and we open the outside room. That's what I like to do. I like to open the outside room first and see what happens. Doesn't make it not lame as fuck. Yeah, I didn't say that. Dig spots would be good. 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. Sure, let's do the classroom again. Let's see if the classroom does anything for us today. We get a dig spot, 2 dig spots in here. That's cool. Read that already, so I don't need to read it again just yet anyway. Herbie. We were at the same time mostly. Well, yeah, I'm not talking about Cyberpunk. I'm talking about GTA. Cyberpunk, the conversation about Cyberpunk is specifically just about delays and people rushing the game to come out before it's finished. Library. Let's go hallway. Using it as a reference for a giant AAA game. Okay, to be fair, Cyberpunk 2077, like, there's an argument to be made that it's a giant AAA game, but there's also an argument to be made that it is not a giant AAA game. Because like while Witcher 3 was extremely successful and CD Projekt Red is an extremely successful company overall, they're not exactly like, you know, they're not EA, they're not Rockstar, they're not Activision, they're not Blizzard, you know what I mean? Like they're, like how many games has CD Projekt Red actually made? It's like all just The Witcher 3. They made Saints Row 2, The Witcher 3, and then every Witcher spin-off. They're working on The Witcher 4 and Cyberpunk 2077. Basically, is yeah. So, and Drake Hollow, yeah. Not the level of GTA 6, sure, but that expected quality of game and built up prestige. Kind of, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think people overblew like their expectations for Cyberpunk 2077. Not like for how good it could have been, but for how good it should have been on the rush deadline. Like the game needed more time in the oven, and CD Projekt Red knew that, and they kept delaying it, and people kept expecting them to release it sooner than it was ready. That was the problem, ultimately. When it should have just been like, okay, like Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be a fucking awesome game when it's done. We'll wait for it to be done. Well, yeah, but they just lied. That's not how that works. That's not lying. That's not really how that works. That's not really how that works. That's not really lying, is it? I don't think so. If I tell you I'm going to have something for Corecraft done in a couple weeks because that's how long I think it's going to take, and then a bunch of shit comes up that makes that impossible, I didn't lie. The gems are not in this box. The blue box is true. I mean, no, I'm sorry, you're just simply wrong. That's not a lie. You're just simply wrong if you think that's how lying works. Even if it has a valid excuse. No, I'm sorry, that's just not how lying works. Lying is an intentional action of saying something that is not true, that you know is not true. That's what lying is. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. The blue box is true. If that's true, then that's true. Then that would make this also true. Well, actually, no, wait. The gems are in this box. That could be false. And the blue box is true, and that's true. If they're both true, then it could be in the white box. I'm just going to go with the white box. I might be wrong. It doesn't matter. Nope. I'm always right. Car. Is Elon Musk a liar when he says he'll have full self-driving in 2 years every year for the last 10 years? Yes. But that's because we know that he knows, based on the evidence that the people working for him have shown him, that it's not true. Because he knows it's not true, it is a lie. It is intentional misinformation. Therefore, it is a lie. While drafting in classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time for each drafting room in your house. Don't know how that works, but I've never been here before, and I'd like to check it out. Fill in each object below with its correct color. How does this work? I would argue CD Projekt Red would know that too. I would argue that you're wrong. Overpromising becomes a lie even if they correct. I would say that they definitely misstepped by promising a deadline too soon multiple times. After like 2 or 3 times, they should have been like, okay, look, we don't actually know when it's going to be done. We thought, each time we said we had a date, we thought that that was right. After multiple times of it turning out that's wrong, we're just not confident in saying that we know when it's going to be done at this point. So we don't know, but it will be out when it's done. And we hope that that's soon. But at this point, we've proven to ourselves that we can't know that that's true at this point. Like we have proven that we don't know for sure. Because every time it seems like it's right around the corner, something comes up that causes that to not be true. But there were a lot of things with, correct me if I'm wrong, when did Cyberpunk come out? 2020, right? That was one of the big things. Yeah, December of 2020. One of the biggest reasons that Cyberpunk kept getting pushed back was because COVID hit. And then they're using the information they're given about COVID, like, this is when people can return back to work. And they're like, okay, so our developers will be able to come back to work at this point. Knowing that the people can come back to work at this point, that means that our deadline should be this then, because then we'll have this much time once they come back, and that's how much time we know that we need in order to finish the game. Okay, they come back to work, but then COVID multiple times, multiple shutdowns, right? So it's like they're not in control of that. You know, that's one of the big problems, right? So things come up that are outside of your control that make what you said that was true when you said it no longer true. That doesn't mean you lied, though, right? If I say the Earth is spinning in a certain direction at a certain speed, and then, you know, a fucking asteroid comes and hits the fucking planet and it changes the trajectory of the rotation of the Earth, that doesn't mean I lied when I said that it was doing that before. New information has entered the realm of reality that has changed what is true, but that doesn't mean that what I said wasn't true when I said it. Each color is only used twice. 10 out of 12. Favorite color is red. How does that work? Blue is used 3 times. This has something to do with the room colors, obviously. But I don't know what it's trying to say about the room colors. Also, favorite color red. You must really like red. 2 out of 12. I don't know what this means. What does it mean? But I get multiple redraws. And is that only when I'm in the classroom? I forget how that works now. I don't think intention really matters for something to be considered lying. Of course, intention matters in how I will react to said lie, but you see it different. I just think you're, like, literally wrong. Like, objectively, I think you're wrong. That'd be more of a lie. Also, I may be wrong about this, but I do remember something about CD Projekt Red wanting to go public on the United States stock market, but not being live on the United States stock market. Maybe they were live on the Swedish stock market. I think it's Sweden. Or maybe it's Switzerland. I don't remember where the company's from. Wherever the company's from, I think they were on their local stock market. But I think they wanted to go live public on United States stock market. And in order to do that, they first wanted to make sure that CD Projekt Red was a huge success. So it was in their best interest to release a finished game on time. So that way, when they did go live or go public on the United States stock market, that they would have a ton of investors on their IPO. But I don't remember if that's true or if they did go live on the or go public on the United States stock market. But I seem to remember that being a big talking point for my friend who was really into CD Projekt Red. No D&D. D&D is virtual, so it's at 7 o'clock, so I've still got time. I'm doing it on Discord. Okay, we're going to go security because security is super important. Foundation thingy. That's permanent. Oh yeah, what was the password again? I can't remember what the password is. I should have wrote it down. I know it had something to do with fuck, what did it have to do with? Actually, I don't remember. It was like a it was like a techie word, I think. Do you want it? I remember it. Yeah, if you want to tell me, because like I already found it, so I don't feel weird about it, like as a spoiler or something like that. Swan song, that's right. Not a techie word, but I remember I like associated it with something, and it makes sense. Like I was associating it with actually the like swan song is in like the last dance of like the person who passed away, like the person that left the estate to me or whatever. Okay. But what I want to do is I want to do the key card thing. Security level low. And then offline mode unlocked. That way I don't run into that same problem I ran into before. If I run into that problem. Boiler room needs a gem. Dark room does not need a gem. I guess we just have to go dark room, unfortunately. That's fine. I'm gonna go back through because I don't want to keep going further this way. We have plenty of other rooms at a lower level, and I remember one of the tips was to unlock the lower ranked rooms first. We're gonna go den to get a gem. Bedroom could be good, nook could be good. This will always have a library next to it. So I think I'm gonna do that. We'll get a key. And then a library. Although we could do West Wing Hall, actually. What up, Vic? Yo.
Yo.
West Wing Hall I think would be good just because it gives us more options. What was this one again? What does the classroom say? While drawing classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time for each. Ah, I see. Okay. That makes sense. So this doesn't matter with the classroom right now. It only matters before the classroom. Go West Wing Hall. Wasting a lot of steps here, but I'm wondering if the rank that I draw from matters. I don't know. Shadows, but Shadow, if you have a question about the game, sounds good. I'm gonna go closet. Just get some more goodies, because I do need keys and gems as much as possible, I feel like. Could get the key card, but I feel like the key card's not necessary at this point. Now that I have the ability to turn off the stuff. Although, it could still end up being necessary if I don't find a utility closet. Could be useful in the basement. Under the foundation. Did we get the... I think we got the trading post, right? I think I'm going to go coat check to get the key. The key card. Because I feel like... Oh, no, I went with Schoolhouse. Never mind, I didn't go with the trading post. I was hoping if I went with the trading post that I might have a chance with the key card to Bird Boat. Bird Boat. Nope. Crow Row C. Okay. Maybe the key card could be traded for like the basement key or something, but no, I don't think so. All right, another way forward here. Library, storeroom, another storeroom. Okay, so then the dark room's the only way I can go at that point. I don't think I've ever actually used the indoor nursery. So let's just do it. Screw it. We will do it. See if there's any special fun items in here for me. Red prints. Okay. Bridge Bride, G. Okay, we gotta go back the way we came from, go to the dark room. That's fine, we won't be able to draft or know what we're drafting, but it is what it is. Colors. Can you find the difference? Yes, K. Alright. Oh, hey, there's the keycard thing. Nice. Assuming this is like rarity here. We have gem. Ooh, what do we want to do here? I'm gonna go with far right one. I don't know what it is. We'll see, I guess. It's actually not a bad pick, I feel like. Ooh, and 5 diamonds. Love to see the diamonds. I'm gonna go passageway with those diamonds as well, actually, because that's huge. I got a key, so we'll use the key. Boudoir, we could get 2 rerolls. I'm down for that. And another gem back as well. What does that mean? In something. Yeah, I want to go back across here. Boiler room would be good. Another classroom would also be good, but I feel like boiler room might be more important overall. So we'll take it. And then let's see how to complete the boiler room puzzle to get the power going. I know this wasn't too hard. Let's go up, take a look. I need steam to come up this one, and steam to come through this one. So that's part of it. Closes that door. We could see what's through that door first, and then we can always just like come back. Yeah, so let's do that. We could do it. We could set it up storeroom. I think that might be the go-to, actually. Get the storeroom, just get some coinage and stuff. 10 tent tea. And then we can do this, flip it, close that room off. Doesn't matter. And then to get the other one, we need to go down. Okay, so to get steam through here, we want to do steam here, I think. And then connect this this way. Is that right? No. Oh, wait. We could just do this. I don't remember. Do I need steam this going this way? Oh. Actually, I don't think so, right? Yeah, we're good. Is there a third one I need? I don't know. Oh, actually, I don't think so. Right, so instead what we can do is we can do that. Does that not work? I thought the steam would go up. What up, Bigfoot? Oh, it's this one. There we go. So then that comes across. Then I can activate this. And then from here I can choose which duct it goes through, but I don't really know where it needs to go just yet. But I feel like power going that way is good. I don't know what's over there yet, but it seems good. Let's take a look. Walk-in closet. The weight room can have power, but then I lose half my steps when I draft. Alright. But is that a good thing? Maybe, maybe not. I can redraw. Let's just take a look. Okay, none of these. Let's try again. None of these either. That's unfortunate. But... ooh, keys for sale. That actually might be huge. Wait, let's see. Can I buy the basement key in here? Special key. I don't have the money for it, but we'll come back and we get some money. Deer. Elk. Antler. go north again. Launder currency. Archives could be good. Laundry room could also be good. I assume launder currency means that I can take it to another day, but... Have I unlocked the laundry room before? Actually, I don't know. Maybe it's $1? Yeah. Do I dead end myself for a new room, or do I just try and keep going? I feel like I want to keep going. I mean, boudoir can still bring me somewhere, but like, I don't know if I want to just bank on that one. I'm gonna go archives. We're gonna say it. Screw it. Archives it is. Okay, that's locked. This is probably locked too. No? Nice. We'll go archive room. Nice, the lab, that's pretty good. Okay, do we... Boiler room. Yeah, let's change the direction of the boiler room real quick. Make it go that way, because that can connect over to the archives. Which can connect to this room, which I don't think I've ever seen this thing powered before. So that's a good, this is good. But I don't know the numbers. Oh, do I just need to get it down to that line? No, that's not it. Each one of these just does one thing. So there must be something with this that allows me to do like a half step, I would assume. Probably something to do with this, right? It's got an arrow pointing over here, so that would make sense. Although 11 and 12 aren't on there. Unless 11 and 12 can be from like doing 10, 1, or 2. I don't think so. Alright, let's access the terminal real quick. Drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold. I want to do the permanently add 1 gold to the allowance, but none of these A options are very good for that. Losing 5 steps would suck a lot, so let's just do this. That'll be our experiment for now. And let's see about emails maybe. Shelter and office are the other two, that's right. And I would need to have the office for the email, so, okay. And I want to believe that the letters from the drawings equal the periodic table of elements letters, and that those letters then give me numbers that I would be able to use. But like this one, for example, is like a paint bucket and a pint. So paint and pint, which would be A, And then is there an A on here? Only as a second letter, I think, right? What a V-man? Oh, AS is possible, or AR. Or AG. I don't think any of those are number possibilities. AR is third down on the right, which is also not there, so I don't think that that matters. So it would have to be some other thing. Like maybe the second letter. That seems to indicate something about melting ice to turn into water, which would make sense with the underground stuff, like adding water, potentially somehow. I guess it's possible there could be some advanced math with like A in this room, and then you get the other letters from the other room somehow, and then maybe that adds up somehow, but I'm not sure. Maybe it would be with the right number to do the math. I'm not sure. More experimentation necessary. Oh, that is on the periodic table. Yeah. Like, obviously, these elements line up to this, and then those elements give me numbers, and then those numbers give me, like, a number that I should probably put in here, just based on the arrow alone. But how do you describe this game? I've only seen people play it a smidge. It's like a roguelike puzzle game is the best way I would say it, because, like, you start every day fresh without anything, but some stuff is permanent unlocks that helps you on a new day, and then you have to make certain choices that unlock different rooms that have different abilities throughout your, like, exploration. But overall, there is, like, a story, and, like, when you are able to solve a day, I assume you would get, you know, more information about the storyline and whatever. But I'm not far enough through to know entirely, but it's, the way I would describe it is just a roguelike story game. Or a roguelike story puzzle game. I don't know any other elements that would have been used. So I'm gonna go next door for now. Archive room that requires power is good. I do want the pool, sauna and pump room to today's draft pool. That's actually super important, because the pump room lowering water, that is super, super, super important. We're gonna go with that. And we have the key card, don't we? New floor plans one time for each draft room in your house. That could give us the chance to get the pump room, because I have one. I actually only have one, two. But I think that's still the way to go. What if it's backwards and the numbers give you letters? Maybe. Grade 2, mathematics. Starting to add up. Oh, that's like the solution for the dartboard. That's funny. Find the difference. Plane, pane, L. 8 is infinity. That's interesting. Mathematics worksheet. Find each sum without using signs. It says sum, which would indicate addition, but obviously they mean this. person good at math? No. Sorry, Penelope. You got a B+, actually. I guess you're fine. All right, let's open paint. Or another instance of paint, anyway. 7, 13, 5, 1, 4, 4, 8, 12, 7, 10, 7, 5, 5, 2, 7 times 3 is 7, 14, 21. Unless this is order of operations, in which case it would be 3, because 1 times 3 is 3 plus 6. Let's go with either way, just in case. Because if it's either way, then it would be 1 times 3 is 3. And it would be 6. Would it be plus? 6 plus 3? I don't know. If it was, it would be 9. This would be 6 times 3, which would be 18, or 4, 6, 12, 24. 6 minus 1 is 5 times 3 is 15, or 3, 6 minus 3 would be 3. So it's one or the other. We can't sleep in it. Who's gonna stop him? Who gonna stop me? Okay, so those numbers could be important for the laboratory then. Maybe, right? Because maybe those numbers equal the letters equals something, right? I don't know. Possibly. Gem required. That could be good. I can redraw 6 times, though. See if we can get pump room. Pump room. Let's go. Never been to the pump room. Pump control panel. Water source selection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tank 1, 4 units. Pump 2, tank switch. Tank 2. I'm not 100% certain how that works just yet, but we'll figure it out here in a second. Pump control kitchen, greenhouse, pool. Okay, so like if I want to drain water from the pool, let's say. Oh, fountain. I can drain water from the fountain outside. The reservoir is where I want to drain all the water from for real, but okay, all right, okay. Let's play. Pump 1, 2, 3. Tank 2, tank 1. Screw this guy's pool in particular. I want to drain the water from everywhere to see like what I can find, right? And also, it's technically my pool. It's technically my pool. This place is mine. Not allowed to sleep in it until I solve the Mysteries 3. But it is mine. That's right. Screw my own pool in particular. Well, I don't have power in here right now. That's bad, right? I need to get power in here. The only way to get power in here is this goes through the classroom, but the classroom doesn't actually have a thingy. I assume the locksmith thingy doesn't have it either. I would assume I actually have to put rooms in order where these actually exist in the rooms for them to work. which means my pump room actually just isn't going to work. Which sucks. We can still try at some point, but... Seems like I cannot drain the water. Seems like there's a back way around here with this thing. Oh, hello. Did that drain any water from the pool? I don't know, actually. Let's see, okay. If I wanted to put water... Pump 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is that how many there are? 5? No, there's 6. So, that goes in here. What happens if I do kitchen, right? Because this, I think, would go kitchen, if that's how this works. Can I do this? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. See, the pool has 3 things. Let's do this real quick. Okay, yeah, so I can drain water from the pool through this. Okay, so I don't need power to drain. So drain gang, we're so back. And I can switch back here. Okay, that doesn't work. But maybe this will. No. I was hoping that I could put the water through to over here. That doesn't seem to work. This would go to the greenhouse, right? Does that work? Nope. Okay, so we have some learning to do here. I do want to go back to the pool to look, but I only have 16 steps, so I don't want to waste too many steps just yet until I think I'm sure that I'm where I should be. So, okay, this allows me to switch between the two. The pool seems to only go into here, but this can go over to here. So how do we activate it to go that way? We go reserve tank. Want a hint on how they work? No, that's okay. I do want to figure it out myself. Part of the fun of the puzzle game for me is definitely being able to sort it out myself. I appreciate the ask, though. So 6 is from somewhere that I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no. 6 is definitely from the pool, right? Yeah, right. And I can select these things, which is cool, but I assume if I do this, it's still going to go back to the pool, right? So let's see. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I appreciate you asking. Much prefer that over someone coming in and just straight up telling me. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't work. It has to be selected on the pool, which is good. Seems like this is a bigger, yeah, reserve tank, yeah. But I don't see, it's hooked up through this thing, which I don't have power on. Even though I have the boiler room and I have it on, I don't have it hooked up properly, probably because of the way the vents are hooked, I would assume. Fill it all with sand, since it's an infinite water source. You're kind of goated for that. You're kind of truing. Okay, so if this is this way, I need power for the reserve tank, I would assume. And okay, if I want this to go to the third, let's say kitchen, and then let's do this. Does this work? It does work. Okay. So that would be how I do that. The next question is, I can drain water out of here into the aquarium, but only if the aquarium had room in it. So, okay, greenhouse. Seems like this thing is also hooked up to the greenhouse, so maybe if I did the greenhouse, I could go like this. Oh, wait, wrong way? Yeah, okay, I can drain it into the greenhouse that way. I think I'm getting how this works. So we fill the greenhouse. Now we have room in here. So, oh, I need to select the pool. Did I not do that? Yeah, select the pool. Oh, wait. Oh, and then it just automatically goes because there's room. Okay, that's fine. And then kitchen is this one. So if I want this to go here, can I do that this way? No. And why is that? I guess I can't actually put water through these. It can only go through this one to other things. Would be how I would imagine that. So, so maybe what I can do then is I could take the kitchen water into the, go over here. Okay, so if I go like this, go to this tank, right? And we take, let's just say the fountain. Didn't know you needed to be a plumber. It's true, I do have to be a plumber. Alright, so we do that. Then we put this to neutral. Then we swap over. And then we hit pool. Oh, wait. No. We hit fountain. Because I want to drain into the fountain now. Right? Yes. It's just like those mobile games where they're like, can you get all the colors lined up properly without the thing? Okay, and then pool, drain in. Okay, now I can check the pool, right? Cool. And then let's see. If I wanted to get the reservoir drained, right? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We need 14 units of water available. We can put the water into other areas. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. We have 18 units available. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think I can make that work. Let's check the pool with our limited footsteps, though. Money. All right, that's all my hard work paid off in money I don't think I can spend. Maybe if I go through the boudoir, but... or the dark room. Those are 2 options, but I do need... oh, I guess there's this as well. This is an option. Do we have... no, not yet, at least. All right, we'll think about that. Oh, do I don't even think I have enough steps to get all the way to the reservoir. And I don't even have the... I chose schoolhouse. I don't even have the thing. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to empty some other things just to see, but I'm just thinking about, like, my limited amount of footsteps. My outer room isn't the thing where I can go with the reservoir with all the water or whatever. Maybe there's another way down there. Maybe through the foundation if I had the basement key, which I don't have. With all this money, I could go to the locksmith, maybe try and buy the special key. But again, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, all these footsteps are... it's going to make me lose my mind. Maybe classroom and then redraw into like a bedroom that can give me a bunch of footsteps, or into a dining room, because the dining room would definitely give me food. Just something helpful. Oh, water stays between the days. Okay, yeah, that is helpful. Yeah, there's a lot of things that do stay between days and other things that don't that I haven't been able to realize. Okay, good call. Appreciate that. Grade 3. One out of 3 of these is right. So just this one. Ice. Water. W-A-T-T-E. No, W-A-T-E-R. Okay. Back to paint. Why? Okay. W-A-T-E-R. Solid state is called ice. So I-C-E. And then H2O in gaseous state is called steam, which is S-T-E-A-M. They better not ask if water is wet. The answer is obvious. We all know. Obviously water is wet. Everyone knows that. Don't argue with me. Many Kens in chat will say I'm wrong. Gas. Okay. Crown, crow, N. Fun. Okay, so I feel like these letters definitely have to do with that. Maybe, well, maybe not. Anything touching water was wet, not the water itself. But think about this. When you refer water as a singular atom, okay, we're going to get into it for just a second. Water as a singular atom is not wet because it's not touching other water. But water, in the way that we always are referencing water, is never in a single molecule. So that atom is always touching another atom of water. And therefore, that water is wet. At least that's how I think about it. East Hall Wing might be useful. We could also redraw in the hopes that we eventually find something else interesting that we want, right? Let's just do it. Let's take advantage of our redraws. Conference room. Mail room. I mean, we could just draft the mail room and then get a package there tomorrow. We don't even have to enter the room. Could be worth it. Potentially. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, screw it. We'll do it. It's fine. And then we just won't enter the room as long as there's nothing interesting in there. Order placed, okay? And then we will go back through to our pump room. And then we will try and drain the reservoir. That's what we're going to do. Okay. And then where do we want to drain water from? Kitchen? Nope. Greenhouse. Yeah, greenhouse. We can do that. Nice. It's kind of funny how it's automatic like that. I love to see it. Okay, and then the kitchen. We could take the kitchen as well, right? Where does the kitchen one go? Oh, right. Over here. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Let's think about this for a second. We can take this water, put it into one or two, or take from one or two, right? That's the thing we do. Let's do that first. Let's keep this way, yeah, and then we'll take water from the reservoir. Okay, the first thing we do, fill her up. I guess I forgot to count how many units of water we already had existing. So maybe I don't have enough space. We'll see though. Reservoir into, we'll take here. Into, we can fill up that. We can go into the greenhouse. And then reservoir, and go back in, fill again. We could put 2 units of the reservoir into the pool. So let's go ahead and do that. Wrong way. Oh, I didn't select the pool, did I? No. There we go. And then greenhouse. The greenhouse is the second one. Fill that the rest of the way up. And then kitchen is this third one. So if I want to finish filling the kitchen, I do that. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, I don't think we have enough. We would need access to the reserve tank, I think, right? Unfortunately. But I guess, I mean, we can just get the reservoir as low as possible and see what happens from there. I mean, it's worth checking out, I guess. So, okay. Reservoir is number 2. I'll fill her up. Being 2 off is so unfortunate, but it makes sense that that would be how they made it. They would want you to use this thing. We can also still check on the boiler room thing, but I do think that the boiler room just doesn't work if it's not directly connected through the rooms like this. Drain the reservoir into the big tank when it's powered and set the power on the way to the underground. Would it be possible to set up the pipes to drain the reservoir into the big tank when it's powered? Would it be possible to set up the pipes to drain the reservoir into the big tank when it's powered and set the power on the way to the underground? Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure how this powered tank works yet, right? But I guess I can leave this button on in the hopes that if I power this on at some other point, it will finish the draining process for me, for sure. If that's how it works, we don't know. I mean, you probably know, but don't tell me. Okay, and so we're going to go back through and let's see. The pump room also can be, but the locksmith room's probably not able to. Okay. We'll do our best here. We want to check on that paint thing that we did, right? So W. Where's W? For this game as much as possible. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay, W's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that what? Huh? Is that right? 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. There's no number associated with W, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be where W would be, so I guess that's nothing. We can try AT. AT is second from the bottom right. That's also nothing. And then we got ER. Am I missing something? Try again. ER, there it is. 4 from the right on the bottom. That's also nothing. Okay, ICE. Okay, 11. Okay, so we have 11. Wrote that down on paint. S. Also, I got to go for D&D here super shortly. I'm just waiting to see the guys enter the call. One of my buddies is in there right now, but someone else, we're waiting on our DM at the moment, so I'm just milking as much time as I can on the game for the stream here. Where's S? Just S. There it is. 3 over, 1 down. Okay, that's 2. TE. Not seeing a TE. But it should be there, right? TE. There it is. That's 9. AM. Watch and keep myself muted. Yeah, I'll ask him. AM, there it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's not that one. All right, so I've got 11 to 9. That's what I've got. What are we doing now? I'm in the lab right now using I drained the reservoir as much as I could. I think there was still one, maybe two. Um, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm messaging friends on Discord as well. I'm there was the classroom puzzle thing, which gave me these elements. I'm using the elemental table in the lab to get numbers for them. These ones had numbers, so I got 11, 2, and 9 right now. I'm pretty sure that those numbers have something to do with this. So it's like 11, 2, 9. But I don't know where we're at with that just yet. But I got one water thing for the reservoir right now because I can't power it from my boiler room because the boiler room, the floor plans I picked don't have power in a way that leads to the pump room, unfortunately. The pump room could either get power from the left or from the top here, but the pool and the classroom don't have the things. Like, I've got power going through the passageway, archives, and laboratory, but I don't have them through the pool or the classroom to the pump room. And same from archives into the locksmith into the pump room doesn't work either, right? So I don't have power for the backup tank, but I have it set up in theory where if the next time I get the pump room, it would drain the water or whatever. So I'm on the periodic table thing, yeah. I've got some numbers right now based on the water, ice, and steam from one of the classrooms. And then the next question is obviously like, do I need one of these equations? Those letters? You know, obviously this is a thing. I've got power to this right now. But the question then becomes, do I have enough information to do it yet? Right, so the numbers on this sheet I'm lining up with, that's where my numbers are coming from, right? So like I in ice, we got I, we line that up over here. We got I equals 11, so we got the 11 there. S is 2, TE is 9, AM, ER, AT, W, and CE didn't have numbers associated with them on this sheet, so. What up, Dingus? Okay. So now I'm trying to think. I know that there's other ways to get letters as well. Like, one of the ways we've been getting letters is like with the pictures. So that one's like Flan and I forget what the other one was. Flan and Fan, right? So it was like L. So maybe like just L would be a periodic table thing. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. How to work out puzzles aren't directly related to other room puzzles. I see. Yeah. Because I saw one of them had something about the dark room puzzle that I had solved on my own at some point as well. But yeah, so the classrooms are more like hints, if anything, not actually giving you actual information that you need. But okay, so, well then, if this information is not important, at the very least, I still do know that I is 11 and S is 2 and TE is 9. And then we've got these numbers here, which was just like the adding, subtracting, dividing stuff. So maybe that's not useful either. This is classroom information. Numbers on that other empty one. The numbers on that other empty one. The numbers on that other empty one. You're talking about this one. Yeah, also, sorry, what Bart had suggested, they were talking about not necessarily being for sure, is maybe the numbers go in the opposite direction, or I could use them in the opposite direction, which is fair too. So like real quick, I could find out like 3 is H. So I could write myself the full key real quick. I'm going to do this the easy way. We're going to take a screenshot of this. And then we're going to take a screenshot of this one. head down this way. All right, let's see. Forget how paint works. There we go. All right. H is 3. N, E is 12. F is 8. S is 2. R, N is 10. I is 11. T, E is 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. R, E. 5. Okay. And then TH is 4. PA is 7. 1, 2, 3. PU is 1. And then EU is 6. All right. So we got that now, at the very least. Now the question becomes, where do we get those letters from? Well, we know that we're getting letters from paintings, so that's a possibility. For example, paint and pint is A. Yeah. We could do, like, try this. PUSH. Holy shit, it's coming together. TH. RE. It's no longer coming together. EU. PA. F. When I was in college course and saw previous classes, math, and was like, what the fuck is this unintelligible shit they left on the board? TE. RN. I. NE. Okay, let's do this. PUSH. T. H. RE. EU. PAF. TERNINE. There's a word there and a word there. 3 up after 9. Push 3 up after 9. Nice. What does it mean? Oh, shit. We're back online. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back online. Oh, is that open the fucking door that I wanted to get open? Holy shit. The Back Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. So I can access, like, the office's thing. Or the lab or something. That's sick. Okay, nice. 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 Or the security. Yes, dude, let's go. This changes everything, maybe, or maybe not. Merch guy. I'm gonna check out the merch. Boom. Oh, we're cooking. We are straight up cooking right now. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. Office is currently offline. Would you like to connect to this terminal using the Black Bridge connection? Yes. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes each servant's quarter and maid's chamber currently on the... Sure. Spread gold in a state. The office can facilitate a modest distribution of coins withdrawn from the staff incentives program. The coins are spread, distributed in a number of rooms currently active. Sure. But now I want to see the emails. What? Okay, wait. Okay, try again. Can I not? Oh, I can't do it like this? I thought I could connect to the terminal and then connect to the email through the terminal, but I guess I have to actually be at the right terminal for the email one. Damn. Unfortunate. But okay, that's still cool though. Being able to do that's still sick. Okay. We have 9 steps left. We can go 1, 2, 3. We can go through the archives. We have the dark room as well. Alright. And then that's locked. We don't have the key. So actually we do have to go through the passageway. And hope that we don't need the key here. Nope, we do need a key. Okay. So this day is over. One, 2, 3, 4. I could get back to security though. Locksmith. I don't have the thing. We don't have a shop. I have coinage. If we had a shop, it would be great, but I might be able to go through the dark room. We'll see if I have enough steps for that. Yeah, no, unfortunate. Yeah, I was hoping the same. And then I don't think I can get to the foundation. steps for the Foundation. We could check the terminal real quick just to see if there's any items that I missed. No, it's just all coins. I was hoping there might be fruit somewhere nearby, but no, it's alright. That's cool. We'll pass out. Take it. We can check out, at least we can check out that new room, which is cool. Academic Villa. Oh. It's also cool that we can drain the fountain. I'm just thinking about that. Like, I wonder... I'm gonna assume that if we drain the fountain, we're just able to pick up all the coins I've been throwing into it every day. Like, that's probably what the coins do. There's nothing else, but I can just go get them back if I drain the fountain or whatever. So let's throw another coin to our Witcher, just in case that ever becomes useful to me. Act as a big bank, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right, I think that room is right here, right? Yeah, should be. Nice. Holy shit. A in binary, what would that be? If I'm thinking in binary, right? A 0 would be like A, and then 1 would be B. So that would be BE, maybe. Maybe, maybe not. Ooh. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Maybe this is just telling me that I can get multiple microchips. Maybe I can plug it into one of these terminal thingies. No, don't think so. That's fine. Okay, and then let's check this guy. Admin key. Surely it's not Swan Song still. Admin not found. What about Cinca? I'm trying to think what was my name again? Sinclair? Oh, what was the name of the lady that runs everything? Fuck, I forgot her name. Oh well. Babbage? That's it. Oh well. Okay. Maybe another time. Or we'll definitely find it at some point. Alright, but we know we need to find microchip thingies for this. So that's cool. And then, oh wait, I could try this. That note. Like maybe that's important to this. Maybe it's just BE. Nope. And then maybe it's... Surely not. No. And then maybe it's... note means something, but all I can think about is the binary of it. Unless... that doesn't spell out anything, does it? I was thinking maybe they could represent numbers, or maybe that would represent like binary or Morse code, or like Braille. But I know that this game doesn't seem to require you to have outside knowledge to solve the puzzle, so I doubt it would be like Braille or something, because that would require you to know Braille or look it up outside the game, which doesn't seem like a fair thing to assume. So I feel like I can assume that it wouldn't be those things. Is there anything else that would be powered from the power of the house? Like over there, for example. I also want to go to the outside. No, I think that this is just where the power comes into the house, and then from the house I can connect it out over there, and I think that's all that is. But anyway, I want to take a look also at this thing. Maybe we can get a good setup here. I don't know if going here first is always smart, but worth a try. Trading post always seems good. Yeah, we'll do trading post for now. It's fine. And then we'll come back when we have items. That one time I had so many items, it would have been nice to come back there, but okay. We're going to do one quick day. This is probably not going to be an efficient day, but D&D should be starting here pretty soon. So, since we're already 30 minutes late, I assume it should be starting pretty quickly here. So, we're just going to go ahead and run this day pretty quick. And then we'll get going to end the stream. If you guys want to catch another stream, by the way, or catch the other Blueprints streams that I've done, past VODs are either on my VODs channel or the Blueprint streams I've done on my main channel. So you can just do !YT for that one, or !VODs for the VODs channel. And then obviously you can follow here if you aren't already and you want to catch a future stream of this, but cool. Let's run through this day real quick. My package, mailroom early package is good. 2 gems. You know what? 2 gems is good, but I do kind of wish that I had gotten the lock pick again. This is it. 5 purple indicators and then the red one. So it was the mailroom where this is. I need to save this on my paint thing. Because I got them all purple. I just didn't get the last one red because I'm dumb. I didn't realize that was the thing. So I had all purple except for the red one, which I genuinely could have done. Unfortunate, but and then I could have seen what that does. Passageway needs 2 gems. That could be worth it, right? Or no? No, not really, because I can go to this room through the entrance hall or through the foundation. Chapel might be worth it, because then I can go to the up room or the left room. And I'd only lose coins. I already have the information of the chapel, though, so do I need to lose my money? All I'd lose is 1 door, but that 1 door can be a lot, so you know what? Screw it. It's worth the coin, I feel like. We could always potentially gain more coins in the room, so take a look around just to be sure. Indoor nursery could be good. Reading nook is good. Indoor nursery could be fun. Crap. Yeah. Try and get a bunch of gems that way, which would be good. I do need keys, though, and then the storeroom would just give me key and gems, which would be nice. But... and then I'd have to come back through the chapel for this, so... screw it. We're going storeroom. Nice. Big pick with the shovel, especially given this and the foundation area. Another coin to lose. Perfect. I'm gonna go hallway on this one. Security would be huge to have already, so I'll definitely take security. And I'm gonna going to deactivate the thing. Oh no, that's not what I want. I want to go keycard system. Especially considering I don't have the keycard anymore. That's good. And then, you know what? Wait, we can access an offline terminal, so maybe we go ahead and access the experiment terminal. All right, let's go to laboratory. Experiment setup. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, set your steps to 40, lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold, gain 1 star. Gain 1 star seems crazy. Next 3 times you open a locked trunk. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan. I don't need 20 gold. The gain 1 star seems cool. We'll just do that. Apple equals star. We'll go with that. That's fine. Okay. Garage could be good. Man, the nursery and the patio together would have been nice. I feel like garage is always a good pick. You get the keys and then you can turn on the power, you can get the car key, you can get stuff out of the car. Just seems like a safe pick overall. And then it gives you a shortcut to outside to save steps as well, so it's fine for me. Parlor would be a dead end, bedroom would be a dead end, commissary would not be a dead end, and having a shop seems like a good idea. Magnifying glass. I don't think I need the magnifying glass anymore, but we can always come back. So, archives could be interesting. Yeah, screw it. We'll go archives. And then instead of going into archives right now, we're going to go back. We're going to backtrack and then do lower rank stuff. Check out what's over here. I don't think I've actually been to the walk-in closet. So screw it. Let's do it. Could be a bad pull, but whatever. No, I have been in the walk-in closet, actually. I've seen this picture before. We're going to go pantry to make sure that we get to the foundation and give us some money. And an apple we get. That's nice. What does the apple do? 1 star, right? Experiment successful. Yeah, gets us another star. Okay, and then we got a dig spot. Nice. We do need to figure out this at some point. Need the basement key, though. Reading nook, I feel like, is good. Guaranteed out, plus a key. I think I haven't seen a chest in a while. Then library, we'll go library, that's fine. Can order a new book. Get myself some ramen. Nice. I think maybe I've seen like all these. This one's in the observatory. Drafting straight. I feel like I've seen all these books at this point. I'm not actually sure, but aquarium could be nice, actually. A vault could be dope. I feel like there might be stuff in the vault that I'm forgetting about that is good. And we do have a shop, and having the money could be good for the shop. It does require all of my gems, though. And then having different extra colored rooms would be nice for, like, any of the extra stuff, so... Yeah, screw it, we'll go aquarium. Don't lose as many gems that way. Get a dig spot. Kitchen gives us food for sale. We could buy an apple. Give us another star, which is kind of big. No, no apple. Unfortunate. 10 steps and add morning room to today's draft pool. Okay, we'll actually take that because I don't know what the morning room is, I don't think. I don't think I've seen that. We have almost all the rooms unlocked at this point, which is great. Then let's go from the archives. Locksmith, I think, would be a good pull. I wish that I had more money. I just spent so much of it. But being able to get the special key potentially maybe would be the basement key, which would be great. But yeah, okay, let's go through the archives now. Just double check that there's no good drops around. Alright. We need a room with rooms. Corridor is fine. Especially since it's always unlocked. But we do have plenty of keys, but whatever. We can re-roll, so it might be worth a redraw. Dark room is interesting. Parlor gives me some gems, which definitely need right now, so let's do that. I mean, if I get the thing right, at the very least it does, so I think I can. The gems are on the table behind you. Well, that just isn't true, right? Whoa. But I do get the car keys, and that's big, because we do have the garage, so that's actually kind of dope. Alright, so that's a lie. Gems are in this box, don't know about that. Every statement claiming where the gems are is false. The gems are in the blue box. Okay, well that would be false. And the gems are in the blue box is also false. And this says statement containing would be false, which means this is not true. Every statement claiming where the gems are is false. The gems are in the blue box. This is false. If the gems are in the blue box is false. Complete this puzzle. Gems are in this box. Okay, that could be true. If this is true... Okay, here's the thing that's confusing. So this is different every time, basically, V-Man, but the basic rules is one of the boxes is always a true statement, one of them is always a false statement, and the gems are only ever in one of the boxes. With those three things, you should be able to always solve which box the gems are in. If the black is true, they're in black. Well, right, so every statement claiming where the gems are is false, right? We know that this is false, so that's true so far. This one also claims where the gems are. If that's false, that we also know the gems are not in here. But we don't know that they're not in the blue box. But well, here's what we do know. The gems are in the blue box, right? So that's false. So, right, it would be in the black box, right? That makes sense. But the thing that I'm thinking about, that I'm trying to think through... Yeah, no, but the thing I'm trying to think through is just every statement claiming where the gems are is false. If that is true, though, then this statement as a whole is false, which makes all three boxes false, which is not possible because one of them has to be true, right? So then you have to think, like, does the game consider this statement as a whole is true because the first part of the statement that's true addresses the second part being false, which makes the whole thing as a whole true, making this true and then these two false? Probably, but, like, That's a bit confusing because at least in my head, this counts as one statement because it's on the box. And if this is saying that this statement is false and the statement therefore is false, then the whole statement is false, which makes this one also false and this one also false. So it's like, yeah. But is it true that the second part is false and falsely true? Falsely true. Every statement isn't claiming where the gems are is false. The gems are in the blue box. Falsely true. I don't think that makes sense. So it's white or black, yeah. But that's where I have to make the decision of like whether this statement as a whole is false, right? I have to either decide this is true as a whole, despite part of it being false, because it's being claimed by itself to be false, therefore the whole statement is true. Let me read this paper again just to double check exactly how it's worded. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. Yes, statements. Only true statements. So like one of those statements is false. Even though one is true, one of them is false. If it's true. Which then means that all of the boxes are false in the event that it's true. Which to me means that this is false as a whole. And if this is false, which I know it's false, and this is false, then this one's true, and then the gems are in this box. So I think it would be white, yeah. That's my thought process. Yeah. Just because, like, I didn't see that it was statements, but yeah, I feel like, you know, if one of the statements was false, that means the box as a whole is false, and therefore, if all of them are false, just because part of it is true, then, you know, that makes the whole thing way too convoluted. So yeah, that's my reasoning on that. All right, we have a key. We got plenty of keys. We can do pool or redraw. We'll go pool. Ramen's devoured. Let's go. It seems like D&D might be called off. Our DM seems to be having technical difficulties, so... Oh, morning room. We'll go that way. Seems to be having technical difficulties, so isn't going to be able to join. Ooh, a coin purse. Very nice. Austin's the DM. Upgrade disc is hype. Some gems. But that being said, I'm still going to spend time with them, so I'm still going to... They're going to play games instead of D&D, so I'm going to join for that. So I'm still going to go ahead and end here in just a second. Veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Interesting. West Wing Hall seems nice. Wasn't important or anything. Democracy and D&D, that works, right? I was saying, I was thinking it would be hilarious if we just played D&D without the DM and we just, like, decided everything for ourselves without any guidance from the DM. And then we just told him next time we saw him, like, oh, by the way, we decided that we're all level 10 now. And we fought a bunch of stuff. We killed it all. No problem whatsoever. And, yeah, so we win. Okay, we get a gem here. Got the best EQ. We're so smart and awesome. Luxury items for sale? I don't have money, but yeah, I don't know. I've never seen this one, so let's check it out. Moon pendant. Holy shit. That's sick. Holy shit. Do not have to pay the gem cost. My god, that's sick. God damn, what a sick room. And then the antechamber door is right there if I could open it. Billiard room would be cool for like a special key. We still need to check out the garage since we have the car key as well. Observatory seems like a good idea. We'll do that. Extra key. The Great Hall is such a... We will see. Let's go this door. Please be this door. Damn. We can go weight room or... Let's redraw. Let's do that. Pump room again. But we don't have power for it. And that would dead end us permanently here. Dark room would give me some more options at the very least. Yeah. No more keys though. I need more keys here. There's a potential to get more keys though, because I have a locksmith and some other things. There's potential. There's potential to get keys still, but we will see. Yeah. Check the commissary, go to the garage. Could still get something decent. Lockpick set is incredibly decent. Basically exactly what we need. As long as it works on the doors that we want, but we should hope that it does. Now we just have to hope we have enough footsteps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we can try the pool first, right? Let's do that. Nope. Unfortunate. Yeah, we're gonna try all the doors. Okay, there's one. And we get a couple real keys as well, so that's nice. I think I want to use the key. We're just gonna try them all. The lockpick first. Okay. Alright, that's fine. And then we can go to the dark room. Waste all my steps. Yeah, I'll open that one. I know there was something in there before. It was it's the lever for the antechamber, isn't it? Yeah, but I can't get to that door anyway right now. Especially not with the footsteps I've got. But still. If only. Another key too. One footstep left. With no idea, we're gonna go. Damn. Furnace room. Screwed again. That's funny. I didn't realize you could like retry it over and over again. And a bathroom. That's actually so funny. All right, so that's the end then. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna be playing a game with my boys instead of D&D. But if you guys want to watch more of this, I will be live again sometime in the next week. At latest Monday, I think. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. See you next stream. Probably a little more blueprints. Hopefully, I'm gonna get my stuff recorded for the new series that's coming out on YouTube. Our Minecraft Let's Play, Corecraft SMP. That video is close to done. Just needs some recordings from me still to be finished. And then, yeah. So check out the YouTube channel. Follow here if you want more stream stuff. Or subscribe on YouTube for more streams because I'll be streaming over there. I'm multi-streaming that stuff. But, yeah. Have a good night, guys. I'll catch you next stream. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. Thanks for being here. See you next time. And then I'm going to go ahead and raid out. By the way, there's some more games I want to check out. Expedition 33 is one I want to check out, by the way. Expedition 33 is on Game Pass, so I might just give it a try and see how it is, if I like it or not. I might also try Oblivion as well at some point, because that's also on Game Pass. So, yeah, a lot of Game Pass games to check out for stuff that's out right now. So, might check some of those things out in the future. But we're going to raid Cruel Rice. Lisa's live at the moment, so go say hi to Lisa for me. Stay tuned for the raid. Copy paste one of the raid messages. Zach Snack Pack can come here. Zach Pack can come here. Whichever one applies to you. If you got my emotes, you're part of the Snack Pack. If you don't have my emotes, that's fine, but you just don't have access to my emotes. So copy the paste the one that applies to you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. What I had to